Hello, and welcome back to the harbour for what will be our level 5 edition of Purple Rage. Sitting here atop this precarious pile of boxes from our lofty perch, gazing out over the waters, the harbour below. Plenty to relate. We smashed up the gatekeeper chain pretty good. I haven't done the one in the harbour, but we did everything else in the Cerulean Hills, the 2 walk-up quests and the 4 from the gatekeeper grove. The only thing that really gave me a problem was the elementals in the quest that ends with the big rock elemental, like the fire golem, is it, or something like that. But there were plenty of red crowns in and amongst the elementals on the way there, and the strategy was basically, as it always is with our brutish orc, to try to demolish them before they demolished us. Now, they did a pretty good number on us, but we were even harsher. Between the haste boost and the Reaper's Strike plus the rage, we are a pretty daunting prospect for most enemies to face. So, excuse me. So, I think we're in a pretty decent position at the moment. Another level of Barbarian at level 5 seems to have given us one more rage, which is nice. Plus, what did I add? I added an extra, I'd put a couple of points in here, just into that one there. If you didn't know, each point you have in one of these Reaper's memento abilities, which is these 3 here, and then if you get further on, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, each point in there, oh, and then at the very end you've got those extra charges as well, gives an extra Reaper charge. So we've now got 4. We can always respec that later on. 4 uses of 30-second double strike is very nice to have, and pairs very nicely with our haste boost to give a really nasty spike in damage when we want it. Right, gear wise, I'm really pleased with what I've managed to fish out here for the level 5 update from the Fae. Hovering over one of these pieces, you can see at the bottom there the set bonus. We've got a 7-piece set bonus, which is certainly helping us, but a lot of these pieces individually are doing us an awful lot of good. So let's have a look what I managed to fish out, starting with these boots. Possibility of 50% resistance to cold damage, not amazing, but okay. Seeker, excellent for help with crits and crit damage. Combat mastery, awesome. That's a 3 bonus to our stunning blow and trip attempts, very nice. Protection will take, and then PRR and MRR, a resistance bonus to saves in the blue slot, just really nice. Gloves are still the same as we've been wearing since 1. I seem to be bereft of any decent gloves to use. And the 2 rings, what more can I say? Stunning 4, just excellent. I suppose in that regard, we don't need the combat mastery to help stunning, but we're using trip as well, so yeah. Stunning 4, awesome. Action boost enhancement, well, need I say more? So we've got 7 charges of haste now, really strong. Insightful, armor piercing, insightful con, and then a topaz of fire resistance as well. Just a super item for our build. Rock slide ring. Sunder, we don't do too much of it. It's still there on the bar, but aside from against a boss, I don't think I'm going to do too much with it. But the save on that, I mean the save on these 3, you might recall, in maybe 1 level ago, was in the high teens outside of Reaper, and look at us now. We're in the high 20s, probably going into Reaper with the rage kicked on. We're going to be in the early 30s. My stated goal with this stunning blow is to crowd control a Reaper. So far, it's been abject failure. But we must have boosted this DC up, maybe even as much as 10 with the gear we've put on. So you never know. So yeah, the two rings, really good. Cold resistance on there as well. There's a chance this one can cast a stone skin on us for DR10, which would be lovely. Insightful combat mastery to help stunning and tripping as well. Just really, really good. Belt of the Ram, well, what more can I say about this either? Ram's Might, that's 2 strength and 2 damage, I think. So it's going to translate to 3 damage and 1 more on the stun DC. Our strength now is sitting at a ridiculous 35, which will be 36 in Reaper, or 40 if we have Rage toggled on, which at this low level is obscenely good, I would suggest. So we've got a nice bonus to attack speed there, constitution, acid resistance on the topaz, another super item, and it just keeps going. Cloak of Summer, so this is our missing strength that we didn't have. Double strike, another awesome thing for the build. 5 on strength, yeah, great stuff. Still got our smoke screen for displacement. Couldn't find anything better in the next lot, so the spell focus stuff is obviously redundant, but insightful PRR and MRR is nice, and an extra bonus on the same too for the mythic boost, plus the Sapphire of Good Luck. So our saves, suddenly, the reflex one you'll require was down in single figures. Suddenly we're in a pretty decent place with all that. Crown, another amazing item, +1 profane on all abilities, accuracy and deadly, very much needed. Armour, very nice too. We had a choice between summer and winter. I went for the winter one because that had healing amp on, which we didn't have anywhere else. The summer one has Seeker, which we already have on the boots, so I went with this. Mythic 4 for more PRR and MRR. If you look here now, these have shot up as well, from going from robes to the medium armour. Moving forward, I don't think I have medium armour for either the Ravenloft or the Sharn set, so we'll enjoy this while it lasts. That's still the same braces, fortification, spell saves, dodge, and weapon wise we're still rocking the Captain's Cutter, but I have added ferrous crystal falchion, just like we did with the Tempest Life. We've got a crystal weapon now to swap in, or in my case to forget to swap in when the oozes or rust monsters materialise. On that subject, or weapon wear in general, this has been doing just fine. Just fine. I was able to been able to go through full chains, no trouble, repair afterwards, so there's no question of sort of running out mid-chain, unless I do something silly like using it on a group of ooze and not realising. What else have we got noted down? Oh yes, we got for the Barbarian level, we also have is it classed as a feat? No, I don't think it is. An enhancement? Where is it? It's uncanny dodge. Now I saw a mention of it in the there it is. So it's classed as a racial feat. Okay, that's interesting. So we can use that to trigger a 25 dodge bonus every 3 minutes. So if we are in a tough situation, or if we're going into an end fight and we trigger the Hood of Unrest, because the two will stack, so we could have 75% plus our standing dodge of what is that, 6, which will be a max of 8 in Reaper. If you didn't know, the armor type you wear has a significant effect on the amount of dodge you're able to stack up. So we're in medium armor now, so we've gone from a max dodge of about 27, I think it was, to a max of 8. And because we've got 3 points already in dodging in the Reaper tree, that takes us to the max of 8. In fact, 1 point is wasted there at the moment, but I'm not going to mess about with it. So yes, for tough end fights, I could totally trigger the Hood of Unrest plus Uncanny Dodge and get us up into the 80s dodge potential. I think that's about all I had to share for this one. So I thought we could perhaps take a stroll around the, well, not so much a stroll as a wrecking ball around the Waterworks. I'm thinking that our Savage Orc is going to be more than capable on recent evidence of going in here and making a big impression, so that's what I'm looking for. I'm also looking for the first time ever to stun a Reaper. That would be awesome. I don't tend to do the last one in this chain because I don't particularly relish wandering through every individual cell looking for the right one and then maybe missing it by accident and all that kind of rubbish. So I do everything but the last one. Thinking about it, we have a history in this series, don't we, of trying to run chains where we are looking for something from. So maybe I could do the Delirious this time around. See if we can't find ourselves a Carnifex. Okay, buffs on. Death Ward. Rage. Things are gonna just materialize behind me. Haste. Wow, okay. Gonna have to jump over this, or at least try to. Yeah. Still got some haste on, I think. Is that an ooze? Yes, it was. I swapped the weapon, didn't I? Yeah. Okay. There's not much to choose, honestly, between the two weapons. I could totally justify just running with the ferrocrystal one, except for the stun. I tried, nothing seemed to happen. Maybe it didn't target him with the stun and it hit something else, I don't know. Gonna have to be more careful next time. In before one of you answers in the pre-recorded earlier episodes that it's impossible to stun a Reaper. I still think it's possible. Right, you're getting some. First thing is going to be the stun. I got something, but not the Reaper. Oh, I'm sad. Let's just take our boosted state into the spider room in case the key is in here and we need to hammer these things. Rage. We're stunning other things, just not the Reapers. I don't think the key is in here, is it? No. Oh, my bad. That's what I'm glad I've pressed that by mistake, because now I can talk about it. So we've picked up in the enhancements, it lasts for a minute, the blood tribute from the Berserker tree, gone into the second tier now. I need another point in there to give us the 150 temp health. Every time we trigger it, a bit like the Warlock stanch, but on a much shorter cooldown than that, we get these 100 temp hit points lasting for a minute, or 150 it'll be when we've got the extra point in there. And we lose a point in con until our next rest, which I'm guessing will be flagged up on the buff bar. What I would like to know is, does that get reset when you leave the quest, a bit like the Warlock stanch does, or do you actually need to do a rest to reset that? I think we'll find out. Are we seeing it now? Caught the end of the rage. What's the point in stunning something if it's already dead? So given that we can't stun Reapers, it's a bit of a shame. We can at least check what we've got. 33, now that's pretty impressive, I think, for a DC of anything at this low level. If it's still really not triggering on the Reaper, that's a disappointment. Come at me, people. Now that. Try the stun. Didn't work, did it? I don't think Reapers can be stunned. That's rotten. I could have sworn in the forum thread I checked, Trip. I could have sworn in the forum thread I checked that it said that you could. And I'm not seeing any you know, the blue dice roll when they make a save over the top of the head when they're not being affected. So I just don't know what's going on there. Get ready for some hastage. He's stunning other stuff just fine, just not the Reaper. We're one-shotting a lot of stuff. Oh, don't like that. We fight from behind here, so we're not... Okay, let's get out of here. Whoa, 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 whoa. That really hurts. Do we have low resistance? No, oh, we do. We don't have good electric resist, do we? That's unfortunate. I could try another blood tribute. Give us another 100 temporaries. Ah yes, you can see on the buff bar now we've got a stacking 2 uses of the blood tribute. Let's do the uncanny dodge here as well. seeing as we're at the end of the quest. Nice. So we're going on into the next one. The fatigue should go. And oh great, the just like Stanch, the blood tribute stacks go as well. So we're with our full quota of con there, which is very nice. So especially in little quests like this, we should be able to abuse the hell out of the blood tribute and not suffer any real adverse consequences, because at the end of each quest it looks like it gets reset, so I'm more than happy about that. In fact, as soon as the first battle is coming, we're going to trigger it. Trap coming here, isn't there, on the floor? Go, people. Orky Barbarian overpowered.
This appears to be Clan Gnashtooth's main
Can
prison.
we get you all coming at once? I don't really want to stay there when there's casters throwing those things around. That's the one thing we are vulnerable to, the electric thing. We don't have the electric resist on the gear at the moment, and that's a problem. We are carving these people up pretty handily though, aren't we? Wow, just wow. Shaman, what shaman? Granted, this is softer content because it's among the oldest in the game, isn't it? But even so, I did not expect to be strolling around like this. We're going the wrong way, aren't we? Come at me, people. Or maybe I'll just come at you. Reaper, have at it. The old trip working nicely there. Let me just adjust these headphones. Okay. So, there's a valve here, isn't there? A lever. Open up these cells so you can see our rock ring has triggered the stone skin, which is awesome. So we've now got 10 DR in addition to all the other nice things. That Fey gear, I can't think of a time where I've had a nicer set of gear to pull out to suit a build. We've got the strength, we've got the con, we've got the tactics DCs, all the attacking things, accuracy, deadly seeker. We've got some defences as well, PRR and MRR and saves. I think these guys are in trouble. And now we've got this blood tribute as well for the temporary hit points. I've just got to try to remember to re-trigger the rage every time I see that fatigue message. Here he comes.
After thanking you once
Happy
more,
days.
Carlos dashes off towards the surface and safety.
Yeah, aside from anything else, that final quest of this chain I don't think would make very good recording material, because to watch somebody wander around 40, 50 prison cells looking for the right one isn't exactly riveting, is it? Okay. So going into the other side now.
The strong smell of sewage permeates the air around you. You hear human voices up ahead.
Yeah, we're beginning to dish out some painful damage, aren't we? And we don't seem to be suffering too much with the penalty from the power attack, which is good. I think I had a chance there to improve our blood tribute to all 3 points in there. I think we've earned a point, haven't we? A action point since leveling up to 5, which I haven't put on. I hope I'm not speaking too soon here, but right at this moment, our little orc is flying. And I must say, as mentioned before, it does make a really refreshing change to pussyfooting around with melee weapons on a caster, just waiting for the thing to quote get good. Here there's no such issues. You just get stuck in right from the opening gun. Do we have some more ooze? Yes, we do. Happy days. Should have put the blood tribute. I'll do that now. Okay, come on, come on. Rage. It was a bit of a YOLO, but I think we can kind of get away with it with the strength of the build at the moment. My word. I defy anybody not to make one of these things and enjoy just wrecking everything. Okay. Remnant. Do we have some ooze in here as well? I think we may do. I could just run past it perhaps. Just have to make sure we don't swing at it with our captain's cutter. There is actually a sprint boost in the Berserker tree. Whether I would take it, I think probably not, because that might put my haste on cooldown, might it? It's an action boost as well. I don't think I would. Let's try and fight behind the pillars if we can to avoid those. Those things are the ones I'm worried about. Eliminate quickly and with extreme prejudice. see if my point in tumble was well spent. Oh, not that well spent. Stone skin triggered again, that's lovely. We've got somebody casting Sleet Storm. That's one of my favourite containing spells, but I don't like to be caught in it. We managed to get him stunned, okay. I'm not making enough use of the blood tribute. We could be... Oh! I could and should use it now. Hit it straight away. We're going to be in trouble here. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Have we got the haste boost triggered? Now we do. Okay. Go, 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 go. Move, move. Come on. Wrecking ball. Okay. So at the moment, the only thing bothering me a little bit is this fatigue. You sort of feel a lull when that hits. Oh, ooze. Can we switch? So I did try again the stun, and I just I don't see a save icon, so I have a sneaking feeling we can't use a stunning blow against the Reapers, which is somewhat sad.
You notice recognizable letters among the scratches on the wall. They
All
read,
the boosts on.
Chief Jittick's room.
Come and have a go, people. Now I can see a crown in the corner there. Let's try and block the view to that for as long as we can, because it's a shame. And knocked it down, and now it's in a funny position. Okay.
You hear loud footsteps on the other side of the door.
Would it be too much for me to say that we'd crushed that? That's the kind of thing a brutish orc should do. I think, if not crushed, certainly we did rather well there. Right, and that last one, as I mentioned, I'm not going to attempt. I suppose we have to temper that with the fact that content like Salt Marsh is going to be a lot tougher than this softer stuff, with it being older. But even so, to just rock and roll through it like we did there, I think is a really nice indication of where we are with the build. We've got some good gear now. The trip and the stun are working nicely. I mean, we really at the moment don't need them to work that well, because he's going round 1 and 2 shotting everything in there, isn't he? So yeah, I don't think we could be in too much of a better place. Gear wise, certainly we've got enough in the tank there going forward for the next few levels, I would think. So yeah, maybe I will take off now around the Salt Marsh and see how we stack up, because in the previous life at this stage, definitely I don't think I did it all, but I did some of it, and it was definitely not on Reaper. Like one Reaper would come along and we get mashed, whereas this guy's the one doing the mashing. So let's go and test our steel against the denizens of the marsh and see how we get along. I will report back in the next episode. Thank you very much as always for looking. I'll speak to you next time. Take care.